We've got a couple of reports that Jimmy Owens had a mechanical issue at the end of the race, and that caused him to drop from first to fifth place in the second night of the Sunshine State Nationals for the World of Outlaws at Volusia Speedway Park. This report comes to us from Dirt Late Model Insider Racin Jason. He says Owens broke a lower on the right front, hitting a hole in 1 and 2. He would also say that, I'm not sure 100% on what happened to McCready, but Jimmy faded because he broke an upper on the right front. So it's unclear if it was an upper or a lower, but clearly he's saying that something broke on that right front. Now, we do have this update from Jimmy Owens. He said after pacing the Stellar Sunshine Nationals field for the first 42 circuits, Team 20 placed fifth at the checkers in the 50-lapper behind only $20,000 winner Garrett Alberson, Jonathan Davenport, Max Blair, and Devin Moran. Great night for our Kohler Motorsports team. Just couldn't hang on to get the W. So he doesn't talk anything about any kind of mechanical issue or anything like that. But I think if we watch this replay here from when Garrett Alberson starts to make his move on Jimmy Owens with about 10 laps to go, you'll hear World of Outlaws announcer Ruben Morales say something happened to Jimmy Owens. He slowed up, and then I think we'll actually be able to see that there does appear to be something wrong with that right front. So let's take a look at this right here.
Jimmy Owens off the pace down the front only just a little bit. Now Garrett Alberson gonna go to his inside. They are side by side for the race lead here. Down the back straightaway with 10 laps to go. We got a barn burner brewing here at Volusia. Gator hunting down the front straightaway.
So I'm not the most mechanically inclined, but I'm not sure that is the way your wheel is supposed to be pointing coming off of turn 4. So I think this does provide some validity or give some validity to Racin Jason's report there that clearly something happened on that right front of that car that ended up causing the steering potentially to go away and allowed people like Garrett Alberson, like Jonathan Davenport, to get around him and see him fade from first to fifth. We can move it forward ahead a little bit here, so you got to see the full pass. But I think you can clearly see that that right front does not look like it should be, look like what it should be looking like, right? Doesn't look good to me at all. Now, maybe I'm completely and totally wrong on this, and you guys out there that are much more mechanically inclined can correct me on this. But it looks like there's clearly something wrong with that right front right there.
The 20 and Jimmy Owens holds on to the race lead. Garrett Alberson knocking on the door. Lap traffic on the bottom. Garrett slide job for the lead. New race leader Garrett Alberson.
So that is the pass there. Garrett Alberson would eventually hold off Jonathan Davenport in an absolutely epic duel. It was like a 3 to 5 lap shootout at the end of the race where they were throwing sliders at each other, and he would eventually win his first World of Outlaws race. So congratulations to him. But it looks like it came at the cost of Jimmy, or it came maybe potentially due to Jimmy Owens having some kind of mechanical issue here in the right front with his car. Ended up having him fade to fifth, as we can see here on my race pass. After pulling that pole pill in the redraw, and he ended up finishing in fifth. And these reports here from Racin Jason saying there was clearly something issue with the right front, whether it's the upper or the lower. It's unclear, but clearly he's saying that there was something broke on the right front. I think that video does show that, even though we don't get anything here from Jimmy Owens talking about that. But just wanted to give you guys an update on that, and I think that does kind of explain a little bit on what happened there with Jimmy Owens, because I mean his car was lights out fast. I mean no one had anything for him until we heard that kind of announcement from Ruben Morales saying that he slowed up there, and then all of a sudden he's getting passed by Alberson, and then he's fading back to fifth. So I think that does make sense to me. But let me know what you guys make of that, especially you guys out there who are much more mechanically inclined or attuned than me. Let me know in the comments below.